97.1 FM Talk.
Dave Glover!
Dave Glover Show podcast.
Happy Friday, everybody. 2 minutes past 5 p.m. Dave Glover Show. We welcome Mimi and Mike and Dan and Gerard. Not so much Gerard, but the other three is taking shots.
He's a troublemaker.
Just taking shots.
He's a troublemaker.
I don't go to church very often. So the chance of seeing them are very, very small. They are here. They bought us at ICD. We thank them very much for their donation. And my son joins us. Hey, Nick, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
The working man, the coffee man, Mr. Coffee, as we call him around town. How you liking Caldies?
It's good. It's good. Very good.
Easy on the enthusiasm.
He
there,
won't
buddy
be going
boy.
into radio, so
They're trying, you know.
Man
Talk
of
it
many
up.
words.
work on that coffee thing.
Man.
It be not bad.
And
make
we better start working with Phoebe to take over the show.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Nick, introduce your friend Will.
This is Will.
Hi.
Nice job,
You
Nick.
two are quite a team.
This father-son thing's working out real well.
done.
Nick and Will in the morning.
Yeah. Will Morris. Nick's friend, I guess. I don't know how to. But yeah,
We went to grade school together for 8 years.
Around that.
Around that.
Couple
yeah.
extra then.
Yeah. About 14 years we were together in grade school.
Second grade 3 times.
almost actually. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Will because, I give a lot of talks to students in, high school, junior high, college. And one thing I always talk about is having a belly fire. That, and if you want to be an architect or what have you, that's fantastic. But if you are a creative and you are sort of compelled to do something, then you should really, give that a shot and follow your dreams. And Will's an example of that since I've known him, he's been making these films and he and Nick make these goofy things and put them on YouTube. And then he made one that really, really good. You can see it at DGS blog, 971talk.com/DGS blog. And then a couple nights ago, it was in a film festival at Tivoli, right?
Yeah, it was at the Tivoli Filmmakers Showcase. It was a Wednesday night, and it was during the comic shorts section, so that was pretty cool.
Now, how is that, like, watching what you do with a bunch of other people watching what you do?
I mean, it's still unreal. Like, I make these just for boredom's sake. I don't make them for, like, try to get, like, fans or anything. And it's just so weird watching all of these people watching this on, like, a big screen and, like, people laughing at it. And it's just so weird. I'm not used to it, and I have no idea. I like it, but I don't know.
Now, did you, as you were watching it, were you thinking, you know what, this is pretty good? Or were you like, oh, God, stop it. Just make it stop?
I mean, I was somewhat watching everyone else's films. Everyone else's films just had such high production value and just like such a high like budget, and like the credits would take up like half the video because it was just all these people that worked on it. But mine was just this little like, I mean, I wasn't trying to like dazzle anybody with effects. I mean, it was a 1920s style film, so it was really simple, really basic, and I made it to like pass a class at my high school, so it wasn't like I put all this effort into it. I mean, I put a lot of effort into it, but nothing like anybody else. And so I was feeling a little bit like, oh, mine, I don't know if mine's at this caliber, but...
And how was it received? How did people like it?
People were clapping. It was really well received, I thought.
Not too many boos.
Yeah. So it's sort of like a stand-up comedian getting his first big laugh, and then they're like, oh, I'm hooked. So do you feel even more hooked now? Like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, definitely. I've always been kind of like, well, film is fun for me, but I don't know if I want to pursue this. And, I make films probably once a week or so just for the sake of making them, just because I'm bored. But, like, all this, like, popularity that this video has gotten me has just really made me, like, think, okay, maybe I can actually do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound, like, braggy or anything, but...
So Maxie, I know films are a huge part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
The whole woulda, shoulda, coulda. If you were Will's age, if you could go back, would you go into film?
I always thought about going to film school. Yeah, I got a camera. It's funny, the video camera that my parents got me was I think it was called a High 8 camera. It was right before digital took off, so I got the last version of tapes ever, and that was kind of the worst thing in the world because they were really hard to edit and hard to put in the. So I spent a lot of time putting together these things. It probably takes you an afternoon to do. They're like for 3 weeks. I'm like, this one shot's finally done. So I don't know. I think I sort of went at it at the worst possible time.
Yeah.
So
and have you committed to go to the film school down in Georgia?
No, I'm still there's the film school in Georgia that was looks really good, but I'm still shopping around. I don't know if I want to go to a full on art school or if I want a more normal college experience. I'm looking at like Loyola Marymount and a few other schools like in California area. You
might want to consider Sanford Brown, the job getters. They're
I mean, yeah. I'm looking everywhere. I don't know.
Their film division.
Hey, my daughter Phoebe saw some of their Jackass movies on YouTube, and she's like, "Wow, Dad, Nick's more famous than you."
Oh,
And even though she's 7, I'm arguing with her like, no. Nick is
Wait a minute.
nowhere near it. She's like, "Are you on YouTube?" I'm like, well,
Well,
the answer is yes, and it's embarrassing.
Only
but-
when you're making fun of bronies.
Absolutely.
That's the one that's on
right.
YouTube. Yeah.
That's right. Let's kill Dave Glover.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm acting as far as acting goes. I do it because I don't have anybody else to be
A
in my films.
necessary evil. Right.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, I'm way more, every chance I can. I'm usually behind the camera. I like directing more. I like editing more. I'm not a huge I don't know. I'm not really comfortable with being in front of the camera, but it's also hard to get the exact look that you want and the exact tone through someone else. You can only describe so much.
You know who is great? Help me with his name. Wants to pull a rickshaw, plays the banjo. James. He was on our show one time.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
That's right.
I love James.
Yes.
He's very
Who
odd.
doesn't?
Yeah.
And he pulls a rickshaw and he plays a banjo and it's just
There you go.
and he was great.
Yeah, every chance I
like
can
Robert
work him.
De Niro.
Yeah, every chance I can work him in, I try to. I try to write him into everything. He's probably my best actor friend that I have.
Well,
So
congratulations.
thank you very much.
Well
Thank you.
done. Good job.
Thank you.
If you want to see Will's short film, go to 971talk.com/DGS blog. And then you can also go to YouTube. And how would they find you on YouTube?
Well, I have a channel. It's called Willamation, WILLAMATION.
I see what you did there.
That's you can just search on YouTube. The film is called The Substitute, and it's a tribute to a 1920s director, Buster Keaton. So if you throw in a combination of those words, it'll probably show up.
Very cool. We're going to do Stump the Studio with the boys and with our friends from ICD. Anything special trivia, you or Nick? Like SpongeBob, you feel?
SpongeBob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Double Stefanina's pizza. I could probably jump in on that too for
I'm with
SpongeBob trivia. Anything else? Movies, television, music. You win a big pizza pie from Stefanina's Pizza. 5:23. Happy Friday, Dave Glover Show. Monday, our Monday panel is healthcare, and we're going to have Vince Blair. We're going to have Dr. Tobler and others to talk about what's going on with healthcare, good and bad. Right now, we have Nick and his friend Will are here, my son Nick, and we're doing Stump the Studio. Double Stefanina's if you can stump us on SpongeBob, otherwise television, music, and movies. And Mark, you want to chastise both Nick and I
Well,
as the funnest dad in the world?
Well, you still have to have that responsibility. Nick was out you were out with your friend here?
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah.
And what time were you supposed to be home?
I told him I'd be home at midnight,
And what time did you get home?
12:15.
And do you see the problem there?
Yeah.
By 15 minutes, are we going to do that again?
No.
Done and done. Thank you very
So
much.
that's how you do it.
I'm sorry, Uncle
Team
Mark.
Terminator, that's what they call me. I take care of business.
That's why they call you that.
That's right. That's
I was
what
wondering why they called you that.
They call me a few other things too,
I've
actually.
always
But
wondered.
Much creepier reason.
All right. Here we go. Are we ready? Don with the first SpongeBob question. Don, go ahead.
Yeah, I get it, Dave.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah, Patchy the Pirate is a live-action character. It's on SpongeBob sometimes, and sometimes he introduces the cartoon. And Patchy made a guest appearance on another Nickelodeon show, and it wasn't a talk show. It was a scripted show. And I want to know, what was that show?
Boy, I'm not sure this qualifies as SpongeBob trivia. Now, Patchy is SpongeBob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's, what's his name? Tom Kenny.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know this one? Do you have any idea?
No idea.
God, no.
Nothing? Huh? Nothing?
Yeah.
Are we accepting it as
Hey, honey, if
SpongeBob
you hear me,
trivia?
Go take a picture of your fern and text it to us.
yeah.
The Apprentice.
Man, I don't. It would be tough to accept it because he's from SpongeBob, but he's not. It's not about SpongeBob.
It's not a SpongeBob. All
It's
right,
not a
we'll
SpongeBob
do
question.
one pizza if we miss it. How's that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Okay, a Nickelodeon show, a live-action show.
Live action show.
Right.
Is
Like
it
iCarly.
a newer one?
I
Yeah.
haven't watched Nickelodeon.
It's got to be iCarly because everybody goes on. I mean,
We're
Michelle
going
Obama was on.
iCarly.
iCarly. Yeah.
Close, but no cigar.
What was
It
it?
was Big Time Rush. Patchy was helping him find. He had a treasure map, and he was helping him.
Yeah, I'm just shutting him off.
guess-
Okay.
I missed that episode.
Give the bastard his pizza.
That's right.
Let's see here. What?
All right, don't take it.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Now we're getting My Little Pony. It's not all Nickelodeon.
Oh, no.
It's SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Okay, here's a film question. Maybe Max or Will get this one. Hello, Cody.
Hey, the only Alfred Hitchcock movie that did not have a music score to it.
Doesn't have a music.
That's The Birds. The only sound in that film are the sounds of the birds.
The Birds is correct, sir.
Look at that.
That's how you do that. I hope one day to be so confident and cocky in myself on any issue that I get that Max Voisey look
Yes.
when
Yes.
he knows the answer. It's the hands behind the back, rocking back and forth.
That's the
It's
best
so
you
fun.
got.
It's so fun.
And he gives it just like a pause, just to build the drama. The birds, the only sound that you hear is
The birds.
Hold the dog. Hello. I must have said hold the dog. Hello, Doug.
Hey, guys, I get it.
Thank you, Doug.
Hey, I got an Andy Griffith show question since he just passed away.
Okay.
What was the name of the deputy that took Barney Fife's place? The character name, not the actor's name.
You mean like the long-term guy that came in?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It was just talking it out. It was the guy from the comedy
Duo. Schreiber and whatever was in. But
Lieber
what
and
was,
Schreiber, something like that.
Right.
Lieb Schreiber.
Lieb Schreiber. Yeah, I don't think that was it. A role that not many people knew she played. What?
It's great trivia because I'll know it when he says it, but I don't know it now.
You guys give up? Or?
Yeah.
Look at him pushing us.
Yeah, I know. Maxie,
we give up.
No.
Yeah.
All right, it was Warren Ferguson.
Warren
There you
Ferguson.
go. Warren. I
Yep.
remember. I hated that guy.
I did too.
I
I didn't like the show at all. Once Barney left, it went
And once it
downhill.
went to color, just
Yeah,
everything
jumped the
was
shark.
bad
It's
with
terrible.
it. Hello, Don. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Glovey, it's Lofty. How you doing? I got
Hey.
Squidward. I got a Squidward question for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So Squidward's arch nemesis was a more successful band director, grew up to be a more successful band director, and he comes back and rubs it in Squidward's face a couple episodes. What was that guy's name?
Squilliam.
Fancy son.
That's it.
William.
I love Squilliam.
The
He does
unibrow.
not suck eggs.
That's a good episode.
Beef Wellington.
We could take him.
Yeah, she's fine. She doesn't care. And if you want to see Will's hanging out, Will is Nick's friend, and he had a. Now, what festival was this?
It was
your
called
film?
the Filmmakers Showcase. It was just, I guess, only St. Louis filmmakers were showing. It's kind of like the pre-St. Louis Film Festival. But
Gotcha. So go to 971talk.com/TGS blog and watch Will's movie. I don't know how social media works. Can they send it other places? Or
Yeah, you can share it from the blog, and you can find his
Perfect.
YouTube channel from the blog. It's all on the blog. Just go to the blog.
See, it's on the blog.
It's on a blog.
So that would be
On the blog.
great if you made something happen for Will, like we trended the other day, right? Nick was asking me, "Well, did you trend on the Avril
Yes,
Lavigne thing?"
sure
and we
was
did.
Avril
Did you
Lavigne
really?
Day, though. That's. I mean, that's the power of a Canadian, a pixie Canadian.
Here we go. Hello, Dan. Welcome to Stump the Studio.
Hey, Dave, I get it.
Thank you, Dan.
Hey, I've got a SpongeBob question for you.
Okay.
When Mr. Krabs bought the Krusty Krab, it was a different business. What was the name of the business on the sign out front?
the Rusty Crab.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice.